really wasn't in the mood at all. I was headed to a totally different spot today on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday. I was headed out to a chill zone. You know how we do things. Going to give this historical recovery a chance to, recover. Give it a few weeks. Supposedly, it only rained about 5 minutes last night. So what the heck happened out here? Waters are up about 2.5 feet. Maybe it rained harder. Maybe it rained longer. But I was not planning on this at all. Not the slightest bit. I wonder how deep this spot is going to be. Oh. As you know, there's no guarantee we're going to spot anything at all. Besides, the water is muddy. It's cold too. I'm just out here to look around and see if I spot anything, but they have been washing out the largest gravel bar out here. Maybe it's just enough collusion. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just the fact that the waters are just running so hard right now that it just makes the Monty Mill gravel bar look even smaller. I'm really not in the mood to look. I'm not. I mean, there have been a couple of times already this year that I have found nothing but perfection. And so it has thrown me into a chill mode with the hobby. Because a lot of things that we found, even including last weekend, what we found, a lot of things can't compare. So why am I even out here looking? I guess just in case. It's going to be a gorgeous day for real today. For sure. We might find some gorgeous artifacts too, if we can see them just right. It might be yin and yang all day today, By the time we get done with certain locations, we're going to have to go backwards because the waters are going to be lower and they're going to be clearer. I guess this is the reason why I wasn't really in the mood to do this hobby today. Recovery sessions. Besides, this spot right here we're standing in is considered an after-work adventure. This time of year, that is. Now that we have the extended daylight. There goes a point right there. The leaf trying to fool us. And it fools us every single time. Just like these things in my left hand. Can't believe I made it this far. And I have found it. Hey, I see some. Oops, that's nothing. Well, now you see why this is an after-work adventure this time of year. Yeah. Pretty cool hobby though. Staring at the ground for the ancient ones, the ancient pieces. Go back, I thought I saw one. It's almost like I see one every single time I look. But yeah, check out these fakers right here. You got that thing right here. I think I found this thing like 2 years ago. Nice faker on that one. Nice gargantuan Missouri style, blade right there, whatever you call it. So it could be anything. But it's just a flaked rock. I mean, it's faking a different way, but this thing right here, nature does mysterious things. But I know this was made by nature and not by man. There's no way that they would use this thing as a point. It's that real fragile, mica stuff. But look at what it looks like. Looks like a paleo piece. Let's add it to the pocket just because that one fact that it looks like that. Exactly what we're looking for. And we found it. We did. But it's not what you think. It's just a rock. That I know of. Yeah, I made a big mistake. Not trusting my instincts. Giving up too easily. There's a lot of things missing out here. And there's a lot of new things too. Big tree right here. Taken out. That was leaning over. Used to have to climb under it. Man. I know what you're saying. You're saying there's no guarantee. I thought that looked like a car. You're going to say, but hey man, listen. I mean, there's no guarantee that the people out there came out there looking within the past 2 weeks. What? They live right down the creek. They live right up there on the hill. Of course they did. And I'm just out here looking for the leftovers. But it's a form of training. It is. It's a form of training. When it comes to life, it is. I mean, what does it teach me, though? See how good my eyes are? Where'd that thing go? Right there in the center. What they don't see, we're going to see. Don't find a lot of pottery out here. Might be the only authentic thing out here when it comes to the ancient pieces. Hey, there's something else here too. It's right over here. It's covered up in leaves. Hold on. See, they're not interested in the pottery or anything like that. They want the fully intact historical pieces. I would love to see their collection. I'll be too afraid to ask though. I'll be crapping my drawers out the door. There it is right here. Ancient ash from a Native American campsite. If I move fast enough, I can cover the entire length of the creek since it's not going to be getting dark until... till 8 o'clock. but I know exactly who they belong to. Welcome to heaven. Ain't no way we're going to see anything at all. Might be surprised later. Let's just say that we will be surprised later. Boy, gotta play it safe out here. Man, you know the snakes are gonna be out soon. Could be today. Dang, what the heck do I get myself into? Ooh, that's deep. That's past the knees. Beautiful. All these new obstacles that weren't here last time. I mean, last time that I was out here, you know. Oh yeah, that's up to the waist almost right here. What the heck am I doing? I can't see a thing. Oh boy. Alright, what do we have up here? Probably nothing. Probably everything. Thought I saw something. I'm trying to get around these roots and trees under the water. You can't see anything. Hey, I saw this though. I'm not gonna keep it. It's just a bouncy ball that is just like nature has taken it over. But I saw something purple up here. I'm falling. What's that thing? Hey, it looks like we have a collection of toys up here. What does this say on it? Nothing. You can barely see it. That looks like one of those professional dog game discs or something. Hey, we got gold on it. What you know about that? We found gold for today. Huh. Yeah, it looks like one of those discs that you play with the dog. Wait, we do have words on it. WCW? Savannah? No, I can't see it. Whatever it is, it's written in gold. I bet you $5 trillion that's a plank of wood right there. It's a board. I know that for a fact. That thing hasn't moved in like 3 months. And it's just dangling on the edge. Would you look at that? They can't even move it. Scared the crap out of me. Look at me acting like a law of nature out here. Let's leave it. They might get mad at us for disturbing the balance of their game out here. I remember this one time I got an EVP about a month ago. I was just doing my thing out in heaven, and someone said, in a female voice, they said, "You moved it." Whatever the heck that's supposed to mean. Yeah, it's the same one we found. I just tossed it 200 feet. This thing flies like you would never believe. Look at that. They're getting ready for the heavenly season out here. They just gave you a sitting rock. A place for you to sit down, and contemplate on things like the lumber that they can't move out here for 6 months. Even with heavy floodwaters, they can't do it. But that's a good thing, though, because it's balanced perfectly. Nope, not a dang thing. Gonna try something. I noticed something over here. Where's that thing at? Maybe they're trying to get me to say something forward. I told you about this idea before when it comes to spirituality and stuff. Even when it's not what it is what it is. You just have to say it and see it. That's one heck of a drill. You know what I mean? Something has to come before something else, right? And that goes for everything in life. No matter what it is, you just gotta notice it and say it and also see it. What if they're trying to tell me that there's a major drill out here we need to find? And I just saw it. And I feel it. And I'm picking it up. Maybe that's coming later today. That's one heck of a drill for real. And I've never found a drill out here before. Yeah, there's nothing here. At least I've only been out here for like 2.5 hours and that's it. That didn't take too long. Now I'm headed to the other side. Might be spending the rest of the day out here just to find one thing. Welcome to heaven. Guess what? Check this out. I'm in this little tiny feeder creek right here. Tiny thing right here. Just cutting through the woods, trying to get back quickly. So I can cover the other side the rest of the day. It's already like 2:30. It's not too bad that we still got like 6 hours. 6 hours of the beautiful story of life. But you talk about a beautiful find for the day. I normally never find anything in feeder creeks. That's why I don't cover feeder creeks. Because I never find anything at all. But I had to set the bottle down for something. There had to be some kind of community out here. If that is what it is. Don't tell me that's just a rock. It's got a design on it though. Check that out. Ancient piece of pottery. Means they had to have some kind of community right here. This creek does not flood. It doesn't. Even with heavy rainstorms, whatever, hurricanes, tropical storms, they're like the only time it's going to, get about 2 feet deeper. And that's it. It doesn't do anything hardly to the landscape. But it had to come from somewhere. Great evidence right here. Wonder where they were, though. Where are the fully intact things at? I'm looking. I know exactly where this water comes from, though. The headwaters of it. I know exactly where it comes from. I tracked it down a couple of years ago. One of the most heavenly places you can imagine out here. And they had to be right next to it. Let's just mark it down as that. That they were just out here, that was it. No reason to keep looking hardcore. It's going to be nearly impossible to find it unless they sit it out for us, just like they just did. Really. Beautiful heaven. And they knew exactly what it was, too. Let's take a look. Now, I know I said I never find anything in feeder creeks, but when you see that white, it's time to get a little bit hype. It's got striations in it. Could be anything at all. It could just be a chip, could just be a quartz rock. No telling until I pull it out. Or am I going to have to pull it out? Never found... Whoa, wait, hold on. Whoa. Great find for the day. Who knew that I was going to find something like this in a tiny feeder creek? Now what you know about that? You can almost see right through it. Check that thing out. And the creek is way over there. When you see that white, it's time to get hype. In a feeder creek. I guess they're trying to tell me to keep on going with the rest of the day. Never would have been recovered if I didn't choose to make it out here. Thanks for this one. Keep them coming, I guess, if you want to. Yeah, it's definitely going to be taking me a while to get to the other side. Because it's so heavenly out here. Check that out. I mean, they were probably guaranteed to be right here. The further we go along, the closer we get to the main creek, which is just right there. Just right there is the main creek on the other side over here. So practically they had to be like right here. But, we're just marking it down that, they were here. That's it. Ain't no reason to go any further with it, I mean, of course we're going to keep going further. But as far as the idea that they we're not here. But they were. And we found the evidence. So let the rest be. Beautiful. I could be wrong with it though. I still have many ideas out here when it comes to landscape. Like this is the bottom of an ancient riverbed. which now has been turned into a flood zone, and it still gets quite soggy out here. It really does. I mean, you'll find the pool zones and stuff like that. I mean, there's the creek right there. So they had to be on higher ground. Beautiful it is out here, though. Who knows what we're going to recover the rest of the day out here. Haven't even made it to the other side. I see some more white. Is it time to get hype? Or is it just a busted quartz rock? That's a fat thing for real. Say hello to the headwaters. They were probably just right up in here chilling. 7,000 years ago. Da Vinci style. Adding that thing to the pocket, along with something else. Check this out. Probably the find of the day. Yeah, I switched containers. I'm on the other side of the creek, about to call it quits. It's like 6:52. I'm a little bit burned out. I've just been in chill mode for like the past 2 hours. Chilling. What do we have here? Is it collectible? I see little kitty backwards. What you know about that? These little rub-on stickers. Is it legit? Da Vinci style. Fully intact. Might be missing a couple. What you know about that? Definitely adding it to the stash. Museum quality. Hey, it looks like the Mountain Hill School. Dang. Is this museum quality? Still left in this thing right here. What do you call those things? Look at this. The can isn't even crushed. You would never find anything like this out in heaven. Unless you were with me. Looks like it's missing some puzzle pieces. Seems like this was the only thing I was meant to find today. And they've been trying to make me find it for the longest time. Da Vinci style. Add it to the museum. Looks like it's time to call it a day. A perfect day indeed. I don't think I'll even search this place right here. Not too bad for a perfect heavenly Saturday. I mean, I didn't really intend on doing this kind of hobby today anyway. But we kind of hit it right. We got the best of both worlds, really. My main deal was to come out and just enjoy heaven. Not even look around for anything at all. Go to a totally different spot. And then I was pulled out here. But it was quite the day indeed. Got to experience heaven. Found a few pieces of history. Even some other things. Would have never been recovered if I wasn't out here. Sitting around just waiting to be noticed. Quite the artifact indeed. But it's about time I get out of here. No reason to look any further. Because whatever was out here is not here anymore. But let's just hope that there was nothing out here to find. You know? And recover. Looks like they might have double teamed that thing too. not mine. They went looking Da Vinci style. Let's hope they didn't find it. See you back in the studio. Time to empty this thing out. You know we got some good things today. Even when I didn't try, we found some things. I know it doesn't look like much, but we definitely fought for this stuff. Some will be trashed. I gotta quit hanging on to just the normal garbage. And hang on to the more important things, you know? I mean, look. What is more important in this stash? Yeah. You already see them. Just a few objects. Got some history attached to these things right here. Some things I just not gonna keep. I know it's my style though. That definitely looks like a futuristic mask, for real. Yeah, at least I got it out of there. Right on. Gotta go back and pick up some major garbage. I found a couple of spots that need some spring cleaning. Go out there with a few bags, you know, the large industrial ones, and just clean up for the day. And there's a dumpster close by, so I can make a pit stop on my way out. Gotta do that research. Gotta hang on to that thing right there. I guess I'll go ahead. Stick these things on gas station pumps. What you think? Gotta put them to good use. Different kind of advertising. Just stick them someplace. Yeah. Cool piece of art. Yeah. Gotta add it to the pipe art. You know, the plastic stuff, whatever. I got big plans for this. Cool little bone. Yeah. Nice and clean. Just a piece of garbage. Probably part of a leash. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm still trying to figure this out. Trying to see if this is going to be petrified wood or not. Gotta take it to an expert to really figure that thing out. But I keep spending a lot of time trying to figure it out myself, you know. When I'm in the midst of trying to do 100 other things. If only I knew off the bat, you know, like the way we know this kind of stuff. Thank the Lord we found something like this in a feeder creek. It's almost like that made the day right there, you know? In a feeder creek. A tiny one at that. Which means there was definitely something out there on that land. Beautiful. I just found in the creek, not the feeder creek. First find of the day right here. What you think? Could it be like a preformed
paleo piece? I'm not really sure. It's weird because it's got that exact shape. Still hanging on to that because of that one reason. Nature could have made it. They could have been the original paleo. Nature. But why did I keep this one though? Why? Looks like this thing's about to snap in half. Better protect it. Get some JB Weld and put it on this side, you know. Try to keep this thing from breaking. Because it's already been breaking. But who has been breaking it? That's a fresh break right here. But why is it so significant to us? Dang. Can break off incredibly easily. But look at it. I know you see it. The side profile. I mean, they even got the lips right there too. There's the nose. Looks kind of like my brother. Yeah. I mean, look at that, guys. Make no mistake about that one. Definitely got to protect this. People are going to see this thing, why I put JB Weld on the cracks. But what if nature made this over the course of the last 15 years, you know? It's almost like it needs to go into some bubble wrap. Incredible what they can do. Just like this. I still don't know if this is an axe head from like 9,000 years ago or what. I mean, look at how it snapped. I mean, this is GA. This is not like Kentucky. So you're not going to find the flint and the shirt. Well, most of the time that is. You're going to find what they were giving out here. And they're going to nap away at it to make it sharp. I mean, that could have been the bit 9,817 years ago. And that's the backside. But I still don't know. And definitely hanging on to this. Found as is. And it's going to stay as is. One of the coolest objects I've ever collected. When it comes to this kind of thing right here. It's like it's still being used. Does it have anything left in it? Only nature knows. See you in the next video.